Okay, so before you leave, if you want a caffeine-free life, if you want a drug-free life, if you want a supplement-free life, if you want to eat cheaply, if you want to look your best, feel your best for life, then don't leave. Check this out. So why I eat 30 bananas in a day and why you should too. So my name is Jamie and I want to share with you something that has changed my life. But first, let's look at the noble banana. So here we have a banana. It's curved, it's yellow, it's spotty, it's delicious, it's ripe, ready for the picking. So what happens when we eat a banana? When we eat a banana, we get all the right nutrients in the right proportions. So we get protein, we get carbohydrates, we get fat, we get all the vitamins and minerals that are required from this one fruit. So the banana is perfect. It's what we're designed to eat. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean it's what we're designed to eat? Check out this chart. So if you look at the teeth here, if you look at the teeth of a carnivore, if you look at the teeth of an herbivore, of an omnivore, they're not like ours. Okay, so look at this. I'm not telling you to believe anything. I'm just showing you the things that I've learned to get me to the point where I am today. So I saw this chart and I said, okay, what's with the guy on the right? His teeth look just like ours. If you don't think so, ask the person to your right to open their mouth. Go ahead. And you'll examine and you'll see that our teeth are incredibly similar. So what does that mean? So when we dig deeper, we see that our intestines are similar to frugivores, extremely similar. The different chemicals we have in our stomach is incredibly similar. The way our bowels are constructed is incredibly similar. The way we stand, the way we have hands is incredibly similar. The way we see, the way we smell, the way we taste, the way we hear is incredibly similar. Our DNA is incredibly similar. So I said to myself, okay, well, what does this mean? What the heck does this mean? Does this mean that we're really just like chimps and bonobos, our closest relatives on the planet? Does it mean that we're not carnivores? You can imagine when I was 18, I saw this chart, I went a little crazy. So I'll wait a minute as your mind is blown from this chart. Okay, so as your mind's being blown or whatever, let's look at why I eat 30 bananas. Why 30? Okay, so you've shown us that the banana is this crazy nutritious food that is just awesomely digestible by us, and it seems perfect. Okay, I get that, but why 30? So 30 because typically a banana, medium size, is around 100 calories, give or take a few. So it means that 30 bananas equals roughly 3,000 calories. So 3,000 calories is a minimum target for men and women, so adult men and women. I typically eat a lot more than that, but a lot of people are going to argue with me, oh, I don't need that much calories, I don't need that much calories. That's another talk. But anyway, so that's why it's 30. So I've done this. My record for bananas in one day is 45. But the bigger question is why do I feel so good on 30 bananas? So you can be convinced of the chart or the science or whatever, but the question is, why did I do this? And why do I continue doing it? Because as Socrates said, the unexamined life is not worth living. So if you reverse that, the examined life is worth living. So I examine my life every single day. I examine my dietary choices, and I wonder why I do them. So I do more and more research. So I've been doing this for 3 years. If this hasn't made me feel this good for 3 years, I would have dropped it a long time ago. But 3 years in, and I feel incredible. So I don't just eat bananas. Some days I do. Like I said, my record is 45 in one day. But I eat other foods as well. So I eat a lot of starches. I eat pounds of potatoes a day. And I eat a lot of rice. I eat so much rice that when I would be sitting in places in this university with my friends who are Asian, they would be blown away by how much rice I can eat. So that tells you something. I'm just saying. So I feel so good that I started a YouTube channel that I call Simply Vegan 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago. just to show that fruits and vegetables will make you feel amazing. Once you get rid of the dead animal carcasses, the bovine mammary excretions, you feel incredible. My friends who have given up that stuff, who have given up meat, dairy, eggs, fish, just feel absolutely incredible. And no more caffeine because you don't need it. And, no more booze because everything is just, you don't take anything for granted. Your clarity of mind. I remember my GPI went up seemingly overnight from when I went vegan. And when I started eating this way, a lot of fruits and a lot of vegetables. Not restricting my calories. I haven't restricted my calories. Literally haven't restricted my calories since I started. Since I started eating this high carbohydrate based, plant-based diet. Literally haven't restricted them. But how can you eat this many calories if you're not working out? So when I started eating this much, and between 4,000 and 6,000 calories a day, I was just sitting at home. I was doing homework. I was walking around in class. So I was mainly just sitting in class, coming home, playing video games, watching TV, doing homework, going to sleep. That was my routine for the first year and a half. And then I started to just do more because I had the energy to do more. Because I said, well, I always wanted to run, so let me try that. Let me try cycling. Let me try climbing trees again like a kid. I felt like a kid again. I still feel like a kid. I feel like my age is going down. And I might even act like that. So what I'm saying is that you don't have to worry about the calorie intake. When you minimize the fat, when you just eat plant foods, you get the right proportions of fat and protein, which is low. A high carbohydrate, low protein, low fat diet is incredible to lose weight and to just be the fittest you can be, the healthiest you can be. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah, but what if you eat an excess amount of carbohydrates? Well, if you eat an excess amount of carbohydrates, it gets burned off through a process called dietary thermogenesis. So your body doesn't exactly run on carbohydrates. First, it gets converted into glycogen, which is mostly stored in your muscles. So your body throughout the day uses its muscle glycogen. So that's why you're not going to get fat if you eat this way. That's why I haven't been fat even if I, lay down for a week. Yeah, I might not be healthy. You might not be your healthiest, but you'll be slim. And you'll feel incredible. That's it. It's that simple. So you might be saying, yeah, but I can't eat 30 bananas in a day. I can't eat that much rice. I can't eat that much potatoes. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you might not be able to eat 6,000 calories today, but your stomach stretches. Because we live in a society that tells us these portions, it tells us that a portion is this size. And a salad is a meal. It's dredged in oil, and we feel full from it because it's a lot of stuff. But that oil fills you up a lot because it's this concentrated fat. It's this refined fat that's completely unhealthy for you, that's foreign to the body. So what I'm talking about is getting your calories from rich plant foods. Fruits, vegetables. That's it. It's the power. So that's all I got to share. That's it. So that's why I eat 30 bananas in a day, and that's why you should too. So try it out for yourself. You'll feel so much better. You'll have more energy. You'll be the life of the party. So the last thing I want to leave you with is this. A year from now, you'll have wished you started today. So whether it's doing this program, this exact thing that I said, which I think you should do your research before, and you shouldn't just trust me. You shouldn't trust anybody. You should do your own research. You're worth it. You're worth making the change in your diet so your life can be better. Adopting a lifestyle that gives you unlimited energy, that makes you feel your best, that makes you look your best, that makes you perform both mentally and physically. That's powerful. So remember, a year from now, you'll have wished you started today. Thank you.